Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? They were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me. Okay. She kept hitting me on the Snapchat.
Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis have a cold face-to-face meeting finally after all the back and forth. What's your thoughts on this? Drop a comment.
At a news conference, Gervonta Davis criticizes Floyd Mayweather and challenges his former instructor to a showdown. Rises as Davis wants the highly anticipated fight that fans have always wanted.
Shot, because I was already like aggressive trying to get on him, so he put me with a shot.
Was you hurt though? Was you like?
Hell no. I jumped on him. Like you know what I mean? I jumped on him. He was grabbing me from there. We ain't want no smoke from there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people online, they, you know.
Matter of fact, take that back. I wound up catching his ass. That's when he started grabbing me.
Okay. Wait, is that what you showed him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got clips, but I don't want to make the fight.
Yeah, get to it. All right, for sure. Listen, I mean, this one is definitely an interesting one because a lot of people, you know, when you're great, you get criticism. Some people say, yo, this is the first time he fighting a black fighter in this style. What do you think like as far as, do you do anything different or is the same shit, same walk in the park?
I mean, it depends on what's coming to me, you know what I mean? So.
Floyd Mayweather has made no secret of his admiration for Shakur Stevenson, claiming that the 35-pound fighter is more skilled than Tank Davis in the lightweight division. This comparison has generated discussions among boxing fans because both fighters have shown remarkable talent and promise. Although Mayweather's remarks were meant to inspire Davis, they also created a sense of competition between the two up-and-coming boxers.
When you think about the fighters who are fighting now, can you give me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 when it comes to the lightweight? The lightweight, who you would put where?
Well, you got guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, you know, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
Tank Davis talked candidly about his relationship with Floyd Mayweather, sharing his thoughts on how people might provide you opportunities, but frequently do so for their personal gain. He clarified that once you are no longer valuable to them, they will push you away. Tank acknowledged that there were times when he looked up to particular people, but when he got near, he discovered they weren't who they said they were, which disappointed him. Instead, he decided to go his own way and do tasks according to his own terms. Additionally, Davis stated that Mayweather put him in a lose-lose scenario, but he still prevailed.
What came out still on top?
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, you know, make me lose. But he thought I was going to lose, but...
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, a boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. if you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
Floyd Mayweather's time is over, according to Shane Mosley, and it's now Tank time. During his chance to shine, Davis highlighted how the sport is evolving and how Tank has established himself as the new face of boxing thanks to his strength, skill, and dominance in the ring.
It's kind of the same thing maybe because, he's too close to Floyd. Floyd's like, no, I'm the best. No, now it's no longer Floyd's time. It's Tank's time now. He's the best. He's done well. He's pound for pound. He's all this. You got to take a step back a little bit. But for Floyd, I don't know if he knows how to do that. I already got people on Instagram saying, "Why you hate Floyd so much? Why you hate Floyd?" I don't hate Floyd. The whole family. I'm cool with the whole family. Well, I was cool with Roger, Jeff, his father, his mother, his sisters, all of them. Like we could hang out, everything. So it's like I'm not hating on Floyd. So I try to keep it a buck, 100 of how I really feel. But maybe it comes off that way sometimes. But no. I don't hate Floyd. I'm happy for Floyd. He's accomplished so much, and he believed in himself to accomplish all these different things, to be great, to dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of him. I'm proud that the brother, went all the way to the top of the mountain and won. But now, Floyd, it's time for somebody else to win. You won. You won.
In order to take charge of his own career, John Davis decided to split from Mayweather Promotions. He emphasized that it was time to ride his own bike without training wheels, and that he needed to manage his priorities and obligations on his own. This action marked Davis's transformation from a trainee under Mayweather's tutelage to a self-sufficient personality in the boxing community.
Has the time come, I gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
So this is your last fight with Mayweather Promotions?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think? I know Floyd had responded. He said, "I will always love Tank. I look at him as a son. He's got to do what's best for him. I feel like I've done a good job with him thus far, building him, putting him in good fights, great fights. He's steady growing, he's steady learning, but I'm proud of it." What'd you think of that, his response?
I feel as though the feelings is mutual. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad against. I have bad blood with Mayweather Promotion. I'm definitely appreciative that what they've done for me over the years. And, it's no love lost. You know what I mean? It's just time for me to grow up and be my own man.
There are a number of people who would say, I think that they've somewhat coddled him and protected him from bigger fights. What do you think about that?
I don't think so. Because it's like, who fighting each other? It ain't like I'm just the only one not fighting nobody. Y'all not fighting nobody either. It just, they wanna rush into, I don't know.
Reports indicated that Mayweather's mentoring technique was frequently disrespectful and overbearing, which strained their relationship. Davis was undercut by Mayweather's actions, which he saw as a show of power rather than sincere advice. Boxing analyst comparing Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis at 135 pounds. He contended that Mayweather's experience, resiliency, and superior boxing intelligence would give him the advantage in such a fight. This viewpoint deepens the ongoing conversations about how a fight between the mentor and his former pupil would play out.
Tank versus Floyd at 135 is a damn good fight because both of them got great IQ, speed, stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you this, though. Floyd wins. Let me tell you why. Floyd got a great-ass chin. Floyd is a killer, and he may be twice the speed of Tank. People forget how fast Floyd was. Floyd hand speed would rival Sugar Ray Leonard. Remember Pretty Boy? How he'll be like, his arms will be out here, and he'll be just dependent on his reflexes. And bam, bam. Yo, I thought about that 2 weeks ago, and I was watching Tank, and I looked at Floyd, and I said, Floyd to beat him.
When asked about his potential opponents, Gervonta Davis did not hold back when he stated that he would like to fight Floyd Mayweather. He also admitted that battling Mayweather would be his hardest task, demonstrating his continued admiration for the abilities of his former teachers. Davis's confidence in his skills and drive to challenge the greatest, even if it means facing the person who once shaped his career, are highlighted in this comment.
A new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. You get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about on those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
If I name some fighters, can you say yes or no?
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Devin Haney.
Yep.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but there's 2 people I already beat already, but yeah.
Errol Spence.
Outside the ring.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. 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 September. November.
Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
Out of all of those guys, who do you think's the most difficult opponent for you?
Floyd Mayweather.
Gervonta Davis has continuously demonstrated his confidence in his abilities, claiming that he can fight and win against anyone in the ring, including Floyd Mayweather. This confidence is a reflection of his faith in his training background and innate talent, which positions him as a formidable opponent in the boxing world.
Tank, how would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime,
Don't fight him.
if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing game.
You're crazy to watch, bro. Like,
yeah.
You hit like a fucking train.
While Floyd Mayweather is celebrated as a legendary pound-for-pound champion, considerations about his age have emerged in discussions about potential comebacks.
Question continues to get raised. What if Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no losses, no draws, 28 wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, faced off against legendary, iconic, retired Hall of Fame superstar boxer, 5-division world champion, pound-for-pound former king, pay-per-view king, Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is also Gervonta Tank Davis's mentor. Floyd Mayweather retired, 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. But he's 47 years of age. But he is 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Orthodox fighter who at times would give you looks at southpaw. Gervonta Tank Davis is a natural southpaw. What if 47-year-old Floyd Mayweather faced...
Former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson publicly denounced Floyd Mayweather in 2015, calling him insane for asserting his dominance over Muhammad Ali. Tyson voiced his disgust, saying that Mayweather's self-evaluation was erroneous and showed a lack of regard for boxing history. This review brought to light the conflict between Mayweather and other legendary boxers who questioned his claim to be the greatest of all time.
What do you think about Floyd talking about greater than Ali?
He's very delusional. He can't listen. If he was anywhere near that realm of great Ali, he'd be able to take his kids to school by himself. Okay, he can't take his kids to school by himself. And he talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
A major point of contention between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis arose when Mayweather gave training and advice to fighters who were scheduled to face Davis. Floyd Mayweather has devoted a large portion of his post-retirement life to mentoring young fighters, including Davis. He has emphasized his commitment to teaching and guiding the next generation by sharing his extensive knowledge and experience. Floyd Mayweather addressed the situation by saying that he wanted to give advice to all new boxers, not just Gervonta Davis, in response to the perceived betrayal. He also expressed a want for all fighters to have lengthy careers and financial success.
When I say certain things, they say, "Oh, he's hating." There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters, I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
The conflict intensified when Mayweather was observed giving advice to Frank Martin, Davis's prospective opponent. Mayweather gave Martin tactics and insights, which Davis saw as a clear violation of their mentor-protg relationship.
I remember you talking about doing the pad work with Floyd, right? Mm-hmm. And he said you got the speed and the power to be a world champ. What did that do for your confidence? Because you hearing that from, you can hear that from anybody, but Floyd is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So what did that do for your confidence?
It was just motivation, because at that time too, man, I wasn't even like IQ-wise, I ain't had that IQ that I got now. You know what I mean? So at that point, I was just really going off natural athleticism. So for him to tell me that at that time, I just got to getting deeper in my bag, trying to understand the game.
Did it make you go like that much harder, or were you already training hard to even be in the gym before you was already training hard?
Yeah. I always been like a workhorse,
And anything you did?
I wouldn't, like in the beginning, like wrestling and football, like it was kind of more like just I was gifted, you know what I mean? So I kind of used to half-ass that a little bit, you know? But boxing, you can't half-ass boxing. You gotta, if you do, you ain't gonna get to where you need to get to.
Yeah, the thing about boxing too is like, it's not like basketball where you got to depend on people. It's not like football. Like the work that you put in reflects directly with your results.
For sure.
So like even when we came in here and I see you dripping sweat and I see you on the pad, I'm like, he's putting in that work. Like people don't even know the amount of hours that y'all put into this.
It's all on you.
Yeah.
We ain't got no backup. We got a bad day, whatever. We ain't got nobody to come.
Feeling extremely offended by these incidents, John Davis publicly stated that he no longer wished to be associated with Floyd Mayweather. This emotional outburst underscored the personal toll that the professional disputes had taken on Davis and his resolve to forge his own route independent of his former mentor.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Gervonta Calvin Ford, in his analysis of the conflict, Davis's longtime trainer criticized Mayweather's domineering style. Ford argued that Mayweather ought to have encouraged Davis's aspirations for independence and taken pride in his accomplishments. But instead, the dominating dynamics caused needless conflict and a strained bond.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we saying what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Since leaving Mayweather Promotions, Gervonta Davis has had great success, garnering praise for his abilities and achievements in the ring. His choice to take charge of his own career has paid off, enabling him to land big fights and establish himself as one of boxing's top stars. Davis has established his own legacy, demonstrating that his talent speaks for itself. Fans now recognize him for his knockout power, speed, and resilience rather than just being a product of Mayweather Promotions. His success after Mayweather has cemented IED his place in boxing history, demonstrating that leaving his former mentor was the right decision for his professional and personal development.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own boss.
That concludes today's video. Until the next one, stay tuned.